uh, de delivering this talk to everyone from Yes Education. So first of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Azmi. I'm from Bangkok, Thailand, and as of now, I am in charge of international affairs and partnerships. And I used to be responsible for student recruitment activities as well. So, without further ado, I would like to give you guys a little bit more information about CMKL so that you can get to know this institution better. So please let me know once you can see my screen, okay? Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, so first of all, allow me to give you guys a brief introduction about CMKL. So as Kanyok mentioned earlier, CMKL was established in 2017, mainly from a collaboration between Carnegie Mellon University in the US and King Mongkut Institute of Technology, Lagravang. So, like normally, Thai people would call KMITL as Lagravang. So at first, CMKL was intended to be the main frontier of research and development for the project for the national scheme, which was called Thailand 4.0, and also for the other national scheme, which was Eastern Economic Corridor, mainly because physically CMKL is physically part of KMITL, which is located at the eastern end of Bangkok, and it's not is the nearest institute to the eastern part of Thailand. So at first, Carnegie Mellon, they have decided to join with KMITL. So actually, Carnegie Mellon, they have a global presence. They have many overseas campuses, and we are the one in only Asian Pacific campus in this region. So we can say that CMKL is how to say like we're one of the leading institution in this field. And of course, Carnegie Mellon also recognize us. Somehow there is a but after that. I will elaborate on this but later. So as you can see from this particular side, uh people who are in our board of trustees, there are from many sectors, many of which are from international organizations. We also have we also have the president of KMITL sitting at our board of trustee as well. We also have one of our board of trustee members, he's from the Ministry of Education. So you can see that this academic effort is not only like something just for fun. It's not taken lightly. So at first it was like they want to build this as the like main stronghold for AI research and education. Okay, so step into the important part. So as of now, we offer three programs. So I will talk about the glimpse of the programs that we offer. So the first one that we offer is a master's and a PhD in electrical and computer engineering. This one is quite unique because this one is a joint program between CMKL and Carnegie Mellon University from the US. It's the only program that is jointly offered by Carnegie Mellon University in the US and CMKL. This is the first program that we offer because at first when we opened CMKL, the main objective of CMKL was to offer only this program. But we noticed that a lot of Thai applicants couldn't make it to this program. So that's the reason why we open like our own like programs later. So I would say that for your side, you don't really need to focus on this program because this program also bears the name of Carnegie Mellon University. So basically, students will get the degree from us, CMKL, and also from Carnegie Mellon University. Somehow, as I said earlier, because the degree bears the name of Carnegie Mellon, so you're not going to need a lot of efforts in order to, sell this program. Somehow, for this particular presentation, I would like to highlight on two particular programs. The first one is the Masters in Technology and Creative Innovation. So just to give you a glimpse of this program, basically it's a program which integrates technology, creativity, and business all together. So students will be choosing courses based on these three major domains. And students are expected to create an innovation that they have to like apply technological knowledge into it. So, and we also want students to be able to make profits from whatever products that they can design from the pro from like at the end of the program. And the other program that I would like to highlight today is the bachelor's, the master's, and the PhD in artificial intelligence and computer engineering. But I would say that we can also shift the focus mainly to the bachelor's program in artificial intelligence and computer engineering. So this program is, first of all, fully delivered in English. So it's 100% conducted in English. That's the first thing. So we welcome applicants from all over the world. The second, what makes this program interesting is that it's a competency focused um, program, which means that uh, like in the traditional educational system, especially in university, uh, let's say like in one course, you will be studying like many topics covered in one course, but here which we slice each and every topic into like one particular course, and we call it competency. So the way that we assess our students, the way that students have to, build up their timetable is different. Like let's say like for one competency, which is easier, it's gonna take less time for them to finish that competency. Somehow the more complex competencies, they're gonna take longer times in general. So that's just to give you some ideas about this program. So okay, so now I will be shedding light more on the program that we offer, but I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna skip this one because there is no need for us to like focus much on this program. So basically, as I mentioned earlier, like there is we offer both the master's and the PhD in electrical and computer engineering. This one, students will be getting like degrees both from Carnegie Mellon University and CMKL. But so like for the master, student will be spending 1 year in Thailand and the second year in the US. However, for the PhD, students will be spending like, I would say instead of 3 years, I would say 6 semesters in the US and 4 semesters in Thailand. Why? Because they can choose to, switch back and forth when they want to study, like when they like where they want to study. Maybe like in the first 2 semesters, they might want to be based in Thailand, and in the following academic year, they might go to the US and then they come back to Thailand again. But they still need to satisfy the conditions that they need to be here in Thailand for 4 semesters and 6 semesters in the US. But I'm gonna pause it here for this particular program. So let's jump to the second program. So as I said earlier, that this master's program is quite unique because it integrates the business, the design and creativity, and the engineering and technology development all together. So students will be able to benefit from these major fields, unlike in any other universities. If I'm not mistaken, I think like there are more and more universities offering this kind of program. somehow I would say that for what makes this program unique is that first of all it's a 3 semester professional graduate program. So well it's not going to be that theoretic theoretical. So students can expect that like during their study everything will be more practical and they will get hands-on experience. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we want a cohort of students to be fully diverse, regardless of nationalities, regardless of backgrounds. We welcome professionals from as many fields as possible. So let's say if you have STEM background and you want to develop some creative part of your, I don't know, maybe you want to equip yourself with more creativity or maybe more business skills and knowledge. So this might be a place for you. Or let's say if you are a humanities student, or if you study, let's say, like architecture, and you would like to equip yourself with tech, digital slash technical knowledge and skills, this is of course going to be a place for you. Or let's say if you're a business student, if you're a business graduate, and you want to catch up with disruptive technological training, and you also want to equip yourself with more ideas to, uh to come out with some cutting edge products. So this is a place for you as well. And of course, there will be a lot of group works, and you will get to study with a lot of adjuncts who are experts from the professional worlds. So this is going to be about the curriculum. So these are some of the required courses. So you can see that we want to equip you with some. Okay, so we can see that we want to equip you with some knowledge about business, of course, about acting as well, because it's going to be very vital when it comes up when it comes to, like trying to sell your product uh to the target audience. We also want to equip you with some knowledge about entrepreneurship and innovation as well. And the last one that I would like to highlight, it's a program in artificial intelligence and computer engineering. So I would like to mainly focus on the bachelor's program because as of now, it's the thing that we mainly focus. We also offer the master's and the PhD, but I would say that it is less prioritized. I can send the materials to Kun Yok, and she can distribute the materials to all of you after this for the master's and the PhD. But I would say that as of now, uh, our main like target is for the bachelor's program. So as I mentioned earlier, that this program it's it enables students to personalize their study. So in this program, students will get to how to say like choose what they want to design, what they really want to study through our competency-based curriculum. So what I would like to highlight here is that you don't need to like memorize about all of this. What I was have to what I want to say here is that okay, so we are trying to make our how to say like program more industry focused. So student will get to select our competencies, aka courses, from these 6 major pillars: software engineering, artificial intelligence, scalable system, cybersecurity, entrepreneurship and innovation, and human-centered design. And they will get to apply whatever they will be studying within 6 domains, which are agriculture, education, business and finance, medicine and bioscience, logistics, and creative industry. So the key thing about this particular program is that it will be research oriented. That's the first keyword, research oriented. So if you have any students who are really interested in research, in AI first, in AI or computer engineering, and they want to pursue maybe the academic career, let's say they might want to be a researcher, they might want to be whatsoever like circulating within the academic world, this is a place for them. Of course, it also is a so those who just want to study go out and work in the industry. Of course, it's fine because we will try to also like connect our students with the industry as well so that they can obtain professional experience. But somehow I would say that the core of our program is research or it's research, and we design our curriculum to be research oriented. Because we offer only one program, we don't really have like majors or minors, but somehow we have program roadmaps. Roadmaps are just only like recommendations for our students to choose what they want to study. So they can choose the artificial and intelligence roadmap, software engineering roadmap, cybersecurity roadmap. This one hasn't been activated, hasn't been launched yet, and the game engineering roadmap. Somehow they can, if they start pursuing any particular roadmap, and if they don't like it, they can always change. They don't really need to stick to one particular roadmap for the entire duration of study. It can always change. But you see, like if you're going to change all the time, it means investment of time. They are going to be wasting a lot of time pursuing something that they are not interested in. So in order to ensure that students will get to choose the things that they really like, we have two advisors. We we designate two advisors for all of our students. So they will have like faculty advisors and program advisor. So they will get to design whatever they are going to pursue based on their academic preference, and also based on the available timetable that we can cater to our student as well. And as I mentioned earlier, that like this program is going to be quite unique. You can really like design the pace of like how fast you want to study as well. So maybe this might be a thing for potential students. So let's say like in a semester there are like 4 months, for example, and uh like for one particular subject, it's not going to take the entire semester. For some subjects, they might take only like one month. You need to finish some subject within like let's say a month, and after that you can take like another subject later, or maybe you can choose something else. Like in one semester we can open up to like 40 competencies, and they can choose what to study. But somehow they need to make sure that they always record the credits that they have earned, and we expect students to obtain 360 credits in order to be eligible to graduate. So that's our requirement. And of course, like throughout the studies, students have to do research every single year. And a part of that, we also obligate our students to participate in workshops. So throughout their study, they will not only like be acquiring technical knowledge and skills, they will be acquiring like soft skills development as well. They will learn how to give a presentation, how to talk, how to so on and so forth. And these are some of the projects that our students have designed and created. I would say that they have how does it like hands-on experience to work with the industry. So I would say that some of these projects, they work with the industry. So I would say that we are, as I mentioned earlier, that this program is very like research oriented. Somehow you will see like the extent that the industry has been, how to say, like has been part of our study so far. So everything that students will be studying is not going to be there. It's not going to be only like toy problems. All of them are going to be like real problems. These are some of the activities that we offer to our students. So, well, one thing that I would like to highlight, of course, like you can find industry visit or a special workshop from any other program as well. But I would say that as a niche university, as a niche institution, we have noticed that from our observation that the number of women in the AI and computer engineering field is relatively lower than men. So I would say that if you happen to have any like prospective students approaching you, and especially if they're women, please encourage them to, maybe consider this kind of program, not at CMKL, of course, anywhere, because we really want to increase the ratio of student of female within this field, or like LGBTQA plus. Anyone is welcome. We are trying our best to make sure that this particular field is not going to be male dominant. A part of that, what makes CMKL special is that we are part of the founder of AI Engineering Institute. What is AI Engineering Institute? AI Engineering Institute is a university consortium of 6 universities, including CMKL. So if you're from Thailand, you might be familiar with Pachom Kala Krabang. They're also part of this consortium. Mahidol University, มหาวิทยาลัย Mahidol, Prince of Songkla University or Khon University มหาลัย Khon and Chiang Mai University มหาวิทยาลัย Chiang Mai. So, so faculties from these 6 universities, we team up in order to create a sandbox, which will allow students to, take competencies like cross university. But this one hasn't been properly launched yet. Uh this is what we are trying to achieve soon. But so far, what we have achieved now is the ongoing process is to, make sure that CMKL students can also take some competencies offered by KMITL as well. So this is the thing that we are trying to achieve within, let's say, like maybe less than a year. So as you can see from this page, that our students have engaged with many research and development projects. So these are some of our partners. PTTEP, one of the leading oil and gas industry, one of the leading companies in the oil and gas industry, or Bumrungrad Hospital. So our faculty also have some research going on with this hospital as well. Better growth. So if some of our students are interested in integrating AI with agriculture, so this is a place for them. Or if they happen to be interested in fintech, so KBTG is also a place for them to go. And one more thing, let's say if you decide to study AI or computer engineering, of course, many universities offer this kind of program. But what make us unique is that we have this supercomputer. This supercomputer is called Apex. It was provided by NVIDIA, and we allow our students to utilize it as part of the AI research projects. Apart from our students, KMITL students also they usually come to use this infrastructure provided by us on a regular basis. Somehow I would say that our students have the benefits of utilizing this supercomputer anytime that they want. So this will help enrich their academic experience. If they are really into AI, this is the thing that will, of course, be very beneficial for their study. And of course, as we also have a strong bonding with Carnegie Mellon University, students also have an opportunity to engage in this kind of activity as well. The first one that I would like to highlight is CMKL CEETP Executive Roundtable. So if students happen to be interested in the intersection of public policy, AI, and social science, let's say. So this is a place for them to benefit from policymakers, political scientists, from governments, and from IT experts. So this is a place where all of them, like you will get to listen to like quality talks, and also you will get to network with real experts from the industry. And normally every single year during the year end, we also organize a summit. Students will be part of this activity as well. they can also benefit a lot from the talks delivered by experts, and also we also allow students to showcase their R&D outcomes as well. And of course, as I said earlier, that students have the opportunity to, like do a lot of research projects. So this is one of the projects that I would like to highlight. So our sophomore students, they design a learning management system for a school which is located in the remote area. This school is mainly for refugees migrating from Myanmar and they fled from the war-torn area of Myanmar. So you can see how how our students can really make an impact with the utilization of AI for society. So well, if you want to know more about CMKL, about the programs that we offer, or about anything else, you can always reach out to us by info@cmkl.ac.th. You might be able to contact Kun Yok, and then she can reach out to me afterwards. So, well, that's it from my side. Thank you so much for your attention. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Kun Asmi, for
My
all the
pleasure.
attendees here. If you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand or to text the questions in the Q&A chat box. In the meantime, I will continue with my questions first, and
Okay, go on,
while
ครับ
waiting the questions from the attendees นะคะ
Okay, sure. Go on. Go ahead.
Yes, so I would like to know more about the internship opportunities. So
Okay.
the international student coming to study both bachelor degree and master degree, do they have an opportunity to work in the industry that you just shown on the presentation?
Yeah, sure. So when students join our programs, whether the bachelor's or the master's or even the PhD, students will always have we have a thing which is called experiential learning program. We call it XP in short, XP. So through this XP, we provide three options. The first option is to study overseas, but mainly Thai students will be more interested in this option because they want to go to the US, to the UK. But of course, we also welcome applicants from all over the world as well. I mean, if you are international student studying here at CMKL, and let's say if you are from any ASEAN countries and you would like to pursue maybe one academic year overseas, let's say in the US, you are also eligible to do that as well. That's the first option that we provide. The second option that we provide is that we'll try to connect you to the industry, not only from the list that I have just shown you, but also through any potential companies that we have contacts. So actually one of my responsibilities is to try to connect you with the industry as well, and to try to create more connections within our pool. So basically the flow will be you can use our services to create your CV, or maybe you can ask us to replenish your CV as well, and then you can have a session with our career advisor so that we can have more information about the aspirations, the needs of our students, and then we can try to match the students with the industry. That's the second option. The third option for any students at CMKL is that they can engage in any research projects within CMKL and within the AIEI Institute. So they can be part of any research project which is under this consortium. This project could be initiated by ajahns, by faculty from Chiang Mai University, by Khon Kaen University, by Mahidol University, so on and so forth. And if that research project will be remunerated, students will get paid as well. If but but whether students would get paid or not, I will inform students in advance, especially for international students, because we might need to do something with your visa. as well. So we are fully aware of that in case you are going to be paid. So we will make sure that if students have to be paid, we'll make sure that we will not violate any legal status of our students. So I hope that answers your question, Kunyo.
Okay,
Thank you for
thank
the
you
question
very
as well.
much.
You're welcome.
Um, to be more clarifying with the attendees, the
Yes.
student visa is not be able to work part-time, right? Yeah.
Right. So normally, like they will not be able to work, but if they're going to work, we need to do some adjustment. But
Mhm.
I cannot go into details right now because I don't have sufficient information. But once we get to that step, of course, like normally like we have our student affairs officer will be in charge of this. So basically, she has more information and she will be handling this kind of visa procedure.
Mhm.
So you can be assured about that. You can
Mhm.
be assured about that.
Okay. Just for everyone information, if your students study in Thailand, they cannot work part-time, but the university will have the internship programs and they will try to make the internship uh,
If they
in
have to be paid, we will try to make sure it
yeah,
will not violate any law.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Okay, the next question is about the master degree
Program,
program, which is the
right?
double degree program.
Yes,
Um,
with Carnegie Mellon.
yeah, so it's
Okay,
only for the master degree, right? Not for the bachelor one.
not for the bachelor's, not for the bachelor's. Thank you for raising this point. So I have to say that our bachelor's is offered only by CMKL. We actually will also have like a dual degree uh, between CMKL and KMITL, but students have to spend 4 years to pursue that degree. So international applicants, um, well, I'm not sure. Okay, so if they decide to pursue that degree, they can also choose that option. So they have to spend 4 years, and they will be earning 2 degrees.
Mhm.
So you don't have any like attendees from China, right? Yeah, because I think like previously we have some inquiries from China. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I would say that a lot of Chinese they know KMITL, but I'm not so sure whether KMITL is famous amongst the Vietnamese or not. Yeah,
Mhm.
because I went, yeah, but I would say that the program that can be very attractive to the Vietnamese market is the ECE, mainly because like I went to Vietnam around 3 months ago, and I would say that the Vietnamese in general they have a strong interest in the U.S. education, so the ECE can be a place for them.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. For
Thank you so
Vietnamese
much.
agent that joined today, you can express your opinion in the chat box. If you
Yeah,
want to, yeah, give more information, more insightful information about your country to
that would be highly
CMKL. Yeah.
appreciated because that's the information that we receive during our visit to Vietnam. But of course, if we have any insights that we would like to share, feel free to do so.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
maybe
And
you can do it later. Okay, go on, Kap.
yes, for the double degree program, what is the entry requirement? Like the English language, the academic transcript.
Okay. Right. Okay. So for the admissions, let me show you the website of CMKL, and then I will um elaborate more on that. Because actually the requirement is the same.
Um,
The requirement for both the dual degree. This is for the bachelor's degree, just to be precise.
okay.
Um. Okay. Please give me a minute. Finding that. I'm trying to find that file. Mm. Okay, maybe I will show from the website instead. That would be easier. All right.
Okay, there is one question coming
There's one
in
question.
about the
Okay.
tuition fee and the scholarship. I think we
Yeah,
can
sure.
see in the website, right?
Yeah, sure. But I
Okay.
can help elaborate on that as well. So, okay, so let's talk about the application material first. So first of all, in general, I would like you guys to focus only on these two rounds. The early decision, the early decision, we open, this is only for the bachelor's program. If it is for the master's program, normally like you can refer to, I would say that I can provide you the website because for the master, it's pretty, how to say, like, it's not that fixed compared to the bachelor's. The bachelor is always fixed. We always follow these particular timeline. So we usually have only like two rounds of application for a bachelor's degree, but for the single and the dual degree. So the first round will be from the 1st of September to the 1st of November. And the second round, we call it the regular decision, will be from 15th of November until January 15th. I would say that there is no limited seats. If they're qualified, they can get in. But mostly I would say that of course not everyone could get in. Like normally the toughest stage will be the interview. A lot of applicants would be eliminated during the interview because we don't require much from the submission from the application stage. So mainly what they have to submit is that these are required. So they have to submit the high school transcript. So let's say even though they have only like 5 semester GPACs, it's fine. We don't really want the full one. You can apply with only like 5 semesters. Or if they would like to take the GED, if let's say if they're in grade 10 and they would like to pass a class to, they already finished their grade 10 and they're like, oh, I don't want to study in high school anymore. They can take the GED to get into the university. But there is a but. Please ask them back, like, why do you want to rush your study? Because, like university requires a lot of efforts, a lot of responsibilities. So we need them to be mature enough to handle all of the stress that can occur during their study as well. That's the first thing. But at the end of the day, it's up to them. We just would like to give you a heads up. The second requirement is the English requirement. We impose the same requirement, but for the single and the dual bachelor's degree. So they can take Duolingo English test. The minimum score is 105. I would say that this might be the easiest one because you can take it whenever you want. Uh, on the contrary, for TOEFL, IBT, and IELTS, we want 70 for the TOEFL minimum and 6 for IELTS minimum. We will try to publish the average statistics on our website as soon as possible. We are trying to finalize the materials. So yeah, I cannot tell you guys right now what is the average score, but we will try to update the statistics on the website as soon as possible. The next requirement is a statement of purpose. Statement of purpose is for a lot of people the toughest things to do. So just to give you some advice, so some pieces of advice. So in the statement of purpose, you can tell the students that okay, they need to read thoroughly about the curriculum because our curriculum is pretty unique. It's competency based, so make sure that they read the curriculum thoroughly and they can take a look at the research components of our program because that's one of the things that they will be asked about during the interview. And I would say that students who can like self-navigate will pass the interview. So to make sure that they have quite a lot of information about the curriculum that will help them a lot, both during the crafting of SOP and also during the interview. The last thing that we require is a recommendation letter, one minimum and 3 maximum. There is no need to cater us with 3 recommendation letters. We don't care, just one is enough. But what we do care, but we make it optional, is that we recommend our students to maybe they can submit a a computer science proficiency. It might be submitting a CS50 certificate or a hacker rank test, but they are not required. Somehow, in order to make sure that our faculty can get to know the applicants better, I suggest that students submit a portfolio or CV as well. This can help faculty have more information about the applicants. It can increase the rate of successful application as well. It's because faculty will get to know a lot about students and they will be asking a lot of questions based on what the students have done. So this is one of the ways to, get through the interview more easily because you will be just telling about your own story, your own experience. And yeah, I think that answers your question about the admission requirement, and I have also added up some information as well. So I hope that helps.
Could you also show the program tuition fees as well?
Right. For the program tuition fee. So wait a second. I will show you this file. I will pause the share first. Wait a second. Okay. Let me show this file for you. Right. I hope you can see it now, right? Can you see it now?
Oh, this is very good. Very good document.
Right. I will surely give this to you. So this is a comprehensive file for the tuition fee, the tuition fees for every single program that we offer. So you will see what you will see here is that for the fees that students have to pay, we divide into two, the tuition and the required fee. The tuition is subject to increase 3 to 5% every single academic year, not semester, every single academic year, only for the tuition fee. The required fee is always fixed. The required fee is always fixed. So when you communicate with the prospective students, please emphasize that the tuition fee is at this particular amount, but but it is subject to change to increase to be more specific, 3 to 5 year every single academic year. So in the upcoming academic year, the tuition fee will be increasing. Somehow the required fee will not be changed. So that's the thing. I can send you this file. Somehow I just want to give you a heads up, but as I told you earlier that the ECE program, we don't really require any efforts with it. Why? Because it's part of Carnegie Mellon University, AICE and TCI. As you can see, the AI and computer engineering and the technology and creative innovation, this require a lot of efforts to promote the programs. So I would say that like for the PhD, especially in the ECE, it's fully funded, so there is no need to advertise it. Students would get paid to study. That's the reason why it's super competitive. Somehow, for the programs that you can sell is the bachelor's, the master's, and the PhD in AICE and the master's in technology, creative innovation. So these are our focuses. Just skip the ECE. We don't require any efforts with it. So if you get any like inquiries about the ECE, we can get back to us. We can help answer the questions, but there is no need to give a hard sales for it. You can merely focus on the AICE and the TCI.
Mhm.
Okay.
This is quite interesting because in the contract that Yes Education had
Right.
from you at the first
Right.
time we also have the ECE. So maybe I will have to have a training with you again about this.
Right. For the ECE. Yeah, but somehow I would say that at first, when our officer reached out to you, how to say like I'm not so sure about how he was informed to
Mhm.
communicate with you. But yeah, at the end of the day, like as of now, I would say that we can talk about ECE, but we would say that we don't want you to waste your efforts with the ECE. Why? Because a lot of students like apply to the ECE already. So we don't want you to focus on the wrong spot.
Mhm.
Like if you're going to invest your time and your energy, it's better to put it with TCI or the masters in AICE, but not the ECE.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you explain again what is the difference between tuition fees and required fee?
Right. Okay. So I will focus on the required fee. So the required fee is the administrative fee. The required fee consists of the transaction fee, the health insurance, transportation fee, the health insurance, the technology. So basically, like some administrative stuff that we need to cover, but it will not be fixed because mainly like let's say if you and also for the industrial visit. So should there be any industrial visits during your study, it will already be collected from the required fee. It consists of four elements: industry visit, uh, health insurance, transportation, and technology. So that's the reason why it is fixed. Somehow the tuition, it's the tuition fee.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for the administrative aspect. That's why. I
Okay.
hope it helps.
Thank you very much for that
You're welcome.
explanation.
You're welcome.
We would like to know more about the deposit payment, how this should be paid. Like when the student enroll for the first year, do they have to pay the whole thing here for the first semester?
Okay, so basically like okay, from the knowledge that I have,
Mhm.
in order to like secure a place, let's say if they get an offer and they want to secure a place, so students will be asked to pay the deposit first
Mhm.
in order to secure the place, their offer. That's the first thing. The second thing is that students can choose like there will be like three options for students to pay the tuition fee. They can pay for semester per semester for an academic year and for the entire program. But if they choose to pay for the entire program, the cost will be for 4 years. So it might not be fair for some students who can graduate within 3 years or 3.5 years. But that's one of the options so far. But for US education, I'm not so sure about the commission agreement. But should you have any like concerns about the commission, normally I will ask our legal officer and also our finance officer to talk to discuss about this particular matter with you. I can help connect you with them concerning the commission and any inquiries about finance and about law.
I
Right.
see. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have the scholarship for international student or for specific countries?
Okay, so I would say that we don't have any specific countries in order to be eligible for scholarships, which means that normally like we have two kinds of scholarship, merit-based and need-based. So merit-based is okay, like when you apply for the program, you also have to apply for the scholarships. I can send you separate in a separate email the information about like how to apply for scholarships, but just to give you some rough ideas. So basically, you have to apply separately for the scholarships. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we don't have any nationality restrictions, so anyone can apply. Somehow, you also need to submit additional documents. One of which is the proof about the incomes of your parents or your protectors, your guardians, whoever it is. So and also like students, if they receive the scholarship, they also have to work 10 hours with us. So, but it's not gonna be something burdensome, not something big. Mostly like they can help our staff, they can help our researchers, they can help our teachers. So that's basically it. And let's say if it is going to be for the tuition fee, it can be anything. It can be like 75% discount, 50% discount, 75% discount, up to the full scholarship. But of course, the full tuition fee that will be very rare as well. Or at the end of the day, the amount of scholarships that student will get will depend on the documents that student provide, and based on the academic performance of the students, but in the documents and also during the interview. That's how we assess like who will be obtaining scholarships.
Okay. Anyone have any more questions?
Like if you happen to have any questions after this, feel free to like reach out to me. I'm more than willing to help.
Yes, please feel free to text. Oh, yes. How much
Okay.
is the maximum of the amount of scholarship?
So if you're talking about the amount of money that we'll be covering, so basically like students can get the full tuition fee, if that is your questions, somehow,
Oh,
somehow,
it depends on the admission team.
yeah, it depends on the admission team. At the end, no, it depends on our scholarship committee. They will be evaluating the eligibility, the qualifications of the applicants. Somehow, and in each academic year, we cannot guarantee of how many students will be getting scholarships. But I would say that like the more students we have, the more like self-financed students we have, the more opportunities that we can provide scholarships. This is what I can say so far because I'm not involved in the scholarship evaluation. But what I can say is that if we have more self-financed scholarships, we can also offer more scholarships as well. This is what I can answer so far. I hope it helps.
Okay. And the student will be able to apply for the scholarship once they got the offer or together with the application.
Right. So they have to submit the application for scholarships when they apply for the program. That's the first thing. When they want to apply for the program, they also have to apply for the scholarship in parallel. Somehow, at first, if they don't have any financial problems when they start the program, but after that, if they happen to encounter any financial problems, they can request for financial aids. But of course, we need some documents to help evaluate whether students can really have financial aids. So I would say that okay, throughout their study, if they have any financial struggle, if they're struggling financially, feel free to reach out to us. We can try to find a way out together. But it might not be in the form of full scholarships, to be honest, but it can be in any form. We can try to solve it together.
Okay. Um, I have my last question. If
Okay, go
anyone
ahead.
else doesn't have question, my question is, will you support the international student to seek for accommodation and to do the visa?
Yeah, sure. We can provide full support for students to seek accommodation and for the visa as well. We can guarantee on that. However, like for the accommodation, there is one thing I would like to highlight here. I would say that CMKL students are not, well, as of now, are not eligible to apply for the internal dormitories of KMITL. Somehow, there are tons of choices of accommodation around the campus. So, and of course, the prices are very affordable. So we can give you a list of recommended places for you to stay. It can be for one academic semester, one academic year, or for a longer term. It depends. But of course, we can help you on the house hunting, which can be daunting and extremely difficult, of course. And of course, we can also help you with the visa and everything. We have a lot of support for that. The visa, taking you to immigration, we help track your all of the, let's say if your document is going to expire, we'll notify you, we will notify ourselves as well, and we'll make sure that your stay will be and will remain legal. You will not be you will not be an illegal person here in Thailand during your stay. I can assure you on that. We are very active on that. And if there's going to be anything that can violate your stay, they can violate the student status. We will try our best to prevent it and to solve it should there be any problems occurring during their stay. Right.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're
One
much
very
welcome.
final last question. I just
Okay,
think about
go
this.
ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
So the intake that is available is only August, right?
Yeah, well, for the bachelor's, yes. Well, for the fall semester, August, for masters, you can get in during the spring semester, which is in January as well.
Okay, so for
Okay,
bachelor, August. For
yes,
master program, 2 intakes.
2 intakes.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But should there be any updates, I will keep you guys know. Okay.
Okay, for everyone that attend the events today, I will send the information about tuition fees or document checklist to you after the meetings. And today, thank you very much, Kun
You're
Asmi,
welcome.
for
You're welcome.
giving all the information, which is
My
very clear
pleasure.
and very in
It's my
detail.
pleasure. Okay. Thank you
Yes,
so much, everyone, for your attention and also for being here today.
yes.
Okay.
So if no one has any more question, I will end the meeting for now. Have a nice day, everyone, and thank you so much for attending.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have
Bye-bye.
a nice day. Bye bye.
Have a nice day.